on WRUULP, Savannah, Georgia, 107.5 FM, WRUU.org. We are Savannah Soundings, community radio with global soul. The viewpoint expressed in the following program are not necessarily those of WRUU, its license holder, or its staff. The following program contains subject matter in realistic language that some listeners may find objectionable. Listener discretion is advised. So good evening, everyone. We haven't done much promo this week, but this evening our topic of discussion will be sickle cell anemia. Our special guest is Deanna Boles, who actually struggles with the disease herself and has struggled since her early childhood. So we're just going to get some insight from her momentarily whenever she arrives. In the meantime, I'm just go over a few statistics about sickle cell to get us started. First of all, as most people know, the disease is common among people of African descent. Actually, 1 in 12 African Americans carries the sickle cell gene. Next in line to get this disease is Hispanic Americans from Central and South America, then Middle Eastern, Asian, Indian, and Mediterranean descent. So you see it's mostly affects brown people. What the disease actually is a group of disorders that cause red blood cells to become misshapen and break down. It's very common in African American children, and the way it affects, one way I know from speaking with someone previously before Deanna, how it affects children specifically is it does delay sexual maturity and it tends to stunt their growth. So those who aren't affected by that gene directly are very blessed. The only potential cure is a bone marrow transplant, and then that's still not guaranteed. So it's a really tough disease to deal with. The life expectancy in males is only 42 years old, and in females it's just 48. So not a lot of quality of life when you're thinking about it, and the people who deal with it struggle drastically. From what I understand, they're in such extreme pain, I guess during the times when they're hospitalized, they're in such extreme pain that you can barely touch them. It's imperative that they have medication at all times. And now that Trump's with the opioids, he's making it more difficult for people who suffer with this disease, amongst others, to get the medications they need. There's a lot more red tape they have to jump through, and you can imagine how difficult that can be for someone going through such pain. So there's an example of where we live in. Give me a topic, somebody. Okay, so I'm live on Facebook. Let's see who can give me a topic of discussion. Hello, hey Facebook, listen. I'm on air right now, and I need someone to give me a topic to discuss because our guest hasn't arrived. Anybody? Dale? Come talk with me, Dale. Let's talk finances. I saw you talking the other day about, yeah, come on. I saw you talking about the other day about the importance of credit cards, maintaining them. Come on, come in. Because you're like literally one of my most responsible members at the bank. So Dale's our videographer. Hey y'all. Do y'all have a topic of discussion you're interested in hearing me get deep about today? Because right now we're talking finances, and we always talk finances on Real Talk. Talk to the people, Dale. This is our awesome videographer right here. Say hello.
Hello, everyone. Can you,
I can hear you.
hello everyone.
You're on.
Okay, once again, hello, and my name is Dale Robinson, and I got put on the spot, so B actually she'd like for me to discuss a little bit about finances. I kind of every now and then I kind of talk about credit cards and annual percentage rates. As I mentioned earlier today on my Facebook page, I was telling my audience, you know, when you pay off all your credit cards, number one thing you don't want to do is close your accounts. You want to keep your accounts open. You want to keep your accounts open because if you don't, your credit score will drop. And it'll drop pretty good. It depends on how many credit cards that you have.
What's up? You talking about credit? Yeah.
Hey, we jumped from sickle cell anemia to credit. We're covering it all. We're covering it all.
That actually works. I was talking to my I'll get on the mic in a second.
And number two, the main thing you would like to do as well, you want to pay all your bills on time. You know, $1 would mess you up just as much as $1,000. It could be 50 cents. Let it be late. It'll mess your credit up. That 50 cents.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. I guess that'll be all for now.
Oh, let's get into it. Keep going. This is good information.
Yes. Thank you for having me, and I'm going to get back to my camera.
Over here. So fresh in the studio, we have Miss Deanna Boles herself to share her story. Welcome to WRUU. Tell us a little bit about just who you are before we jump into
the question.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Deanna Boles. I was born with sickle cell. I went to Savannah High, graduated from Savannah High School, which wasn't tough dealing with the fact that I had sickness. I was always in and out of the hospital, but I made it through. I have 3 daughters, and I actually have the more severe kind of sickle cell, which is sickle cell SS. So that's pretty much about it.
So what makes SS more severe than any other type? Because I see there's a lot of different strands.
Yeah, and I actually just realized that we had several different kinds. I knew it was sickle cell SS, sickle cell SC. Sickle cell SS is just more severe because of the simple fact, like I think the cells are more, they sickle more than the other kinds of sickle cell. Like different types, and that's just one of the highest types that they have out there.
Okay. Excuse me. So before you arrived, I actually threw out just a couple of statistics I looked up on the disease, but I don't know how accurate. No, I mean, I researched, but nothing trumps having someone who's actually experienced.
Right.
So typically, what happens to people with this disease?
Well, for one, normal people that doesn't have sickle cell, their cells are shaped in a circle. People with sickle cell cells are shaped like a banana, which they are very sticky, and when we get sick, they get stuck together. We're not getting enough oxygen to pass through where we need it to go, like through our whole entire body, so which causes us to have sickle cell crises. The crises are, everybody have different crises, like me, my arms, back, legs, sometimes my teeth hurt, like all those things hurt on me. Some people might just have chest pains, stuff like that, oxygen problems all the time. So it's kind of varies, but usually when, like I said, when they pass through and get stuck together, we go through sickle cell crisis.
So that's, okay. It sounds painful.
Yeah, it's kind of.
What type of medications do you take?
But they have me on several. Like I said, more pain medicine, more regular medicines than the elder. They have us on this medicine called hydroxyurea. They started us on it. Well, they started me on it when I was younger, and they felt like it was going to be something that was going to be able to help the blood and keep our blood high or where it needed to be to keep us from going in and out the hospital. Since I've been on it, I personally have not seen a difference. Some people probably can say that, oh, you know, it helps me, it keeps the hospital visits down, but I've been on it since I was young, so your body tends to get immune to the medicine, and it kind of don't do much. With that medicine, they go up, they can keep going up on it. When they realize your blood is not the level that it should be from the medicine, they're going to keep going up. They put us on, a lot of pregnant women might know about it, folic acid, we have to take that every day. Pain medicines, at home medicines, I take Oxycontin, Percocet. When I'm in the hospital, I used to get morphine, that stopped helping, so they started giving me something called Dilaudid, which is actually stronger, and it helps to a certain extent. Like if you're coming in with a real bad crisis, it might not help right then and there, so they gotta keep giving it to you, giving it to you, giving it to you till it actually helps. So that kind of sucks, because you know, you go in there, you want to go in there and instantly get rid of that pain. You don't want to just be in the hospital still in pain. Like that's the purpose of you coming there to get out of that situation. So, right, it's tough.
So, I have literally just had a question and it went away. No, I was gonna ask you, so from what I've heard, from what I've researched, like the pain is so extreme that you feel, I guess during the, what did you call it?
Crisis.
During the crisis, that's the word I was looking for. I was like, when they're in the hospital? But during your crisis, the pain is so extreme, like, you can't even be touched without feeling pain.
Yeah, and you can get real mean to people, I'm not gonna lie. People seems to aggravate you so much. You don't want people touching you because it is that sensitive where you can feel it through your skin. It does get to the point where you can feel it. It's not a good feeling. Sometimes I can't walk. I have had experience where people have had to come pick me up and get me in a car into the ambulance. I've had experience where I couldn't get out of bed for days because I'm just that weak. It makes you so weak till you kind of feel like you're basically dying. Can't do anything. It's not like I'm not gonna say we hurting, but you know how like y'all have, when y'all catch the flu and y'all feel so weak. That flu can take everything out of you. That's how I feel when I'm weak. I just feel like crap. And that's the only thing that I can identify that part with. That, you know, people without it will be able to understand when we say we're weak. Because a lot of people be like, why are you going to the hospital if you just feel weak? You know, you're not hurting, why are you going to the hospital? Because it's not, it's a different kind of weak. It's a weak where, you know, your blood is low. You know, it's that time, okay, I got to go in here, get my blood so I can get home and get better.
Have your children been tested?
Yes, they got tested when they were born, or 3 of them have sickle cell trait, which is a blessing. I couldn't handle it. I tell everybody who parents are dealing with this, they are strong. Like, they are some strong people. Because I personally don't think I would put them strong enough to watch, you know, my child suffer like that. It just, you know, we don't like when our kids are just sick with a cold. So just seeing them like that, I wouldn't have been able to handle that.
Who in your family has it?
Great question. I really don't know. I just know my mom and my dad both have the trait, which is how I got it. My grandmother, my mom's mom, she died when she was 32. And they say back in the day, the doctor kept saying she had leukemia, but my family really believed that she had sickle cell. But back then,
Nobody.
they didn't know what that was. They didn't know how to take care of those type people, so they were dying at early before their time, way before their time.
I think you bring up a good point, though. Not only long time ago was it hard to diagnose different diseases, but we're talking about the black community and talking about in the early 1900s, not saying early, but like 1960s and before, where healthcare for black people was just lackadaisical, for a better term. You know, especially in the South, in the rural areas, they didn't receive proper health care. So they're like, oh, well, this is what it is. And even if she had leukemia, like, there were ways to treat that. They weren't going to treat it in black people anyway.
Right.
So that could have been something easily treatable.
Right.
And they just completely dismissed it.
And I'm glad you said that, because I also feel like till this day, that's why they kind of like treat us a little different, because a lot of us are on Medicaid and, you know, they're not really getting what they'll get paid for taking care of a person that's got, you know, the best insurance out here. So I think that's why the doctors kind of be like, oh, okay, she's here for sickle cell problem, give her some medicine, send her home. I think that's why they kind of just, they don't care.
Even with some of the best insurance, if you're black, healthcare in America is going to treat you subpar.
Right. You're right about that.
And that's just a fact that sickle cell anemia affects black people, period. Because that's the way our genes are built. They trace that back all the way through African DNA.
Right.
So only black people can be affected by sickle cell anemia. So they're like, oh, well, here you go. It's just another black person.
Right.
Here with an illness. Give them something to get out my face.
Right.
And just enough not to get
You'd
sued.
be surprised that you would hear them, like they have conversations in front of you. Like they might not even be, they might barely be where y'all sitting there, and they would have conversations about another sickle cell person while another sickle cell person is listening. And it's just be like, oh, she just been here. Just give her something to send her on her way. There's nothing wrong with her.
I know.
See, that's disgusting. Speaking of unprofessionalism, it's like, I just feel like after going through what I went through with my brother and being in the hospital every day, literally for a month, it's like you gain a whole new respect for that profession. And you have to have a certain level of care for mankind. You know, you have to be able, I watch these people change him like a baby. He's a grown man.
Right.
I watch these people change and wipe him like a baby. That takes a certain level of
It's
something.
a hard job.
And that is disgusting to know that people are just going to sit around and talk about people who are helpless, ultimately, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. It is very crazy.
So what age were you initially diagnosed with the disease?
At birth.
At birth, okay.
Yeah, some people don't find out at birth, but I was one of the ones who, I had a wonderful doctor at the time, and as soon as, you know, mom had me, gave me all these tests. I think I had jaundice or something, and I think she just knew that my dad had the trait, so she was like, okay, let's go ahead and check her like now, just in case something is wrong. And so happened I had the disease, and my people wanted my mom to like kind of part ways with me. Like people were saying, you know, she's gonna be sick all her life. Are you sure you want to take care of her? And this and that.
Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. As sure as I was when I gave birth to her.
Right.
You know?
What?
You ask a mother that.
Right.
Well, I mean, that goes to show you where people... Exactly. So, from my research, I got that the life expectancy of someone with sickle cell is about 42 in males, 48 in females. Obviously, females can outlive males.
Right.
But is that accurate in what you know?
Yeah, like I said, when back in the day it was younger, but
Yeah.
that is what they give us.
That's crazy.
I have met people who have live. Like, I ain't gonna lie, me and two other sickle cell people, which I don't think I ever seen it, but I have been on the phone with them. They'll be like, oh, well, you know, my 30th birthday is coming up. Before they turn 30, I'm 30, I never forget them saying, my 30th birthday is about to come and I'm scared and I don't know, you know, what's gonna happen to me. And I have been on the phone and I have listened to those kind of conversations with people, and it's crazy that people that get in your head and tell you, oh, you're not gonna make it to this age, and you know, you get that in your head, and that's all that's on your mind till it's like it takes over you, the sickness and everything. Like, these are two people I honestly thought would still been alive, which they did pass in their 30s, but I think it just got in their head so much till it was just like, we kind of basically gave up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's hard.
So it's hard enough. You have 3 kids, 3 girls, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 boy. No. So it's hard enough giving birth without having, you know,
Right.
already pending health issues. So how was it more difficult for you to carry, for you to deliver?
I was in the hospital almost every week
Yeah.
with all 3. I was very sick. Very, very sick. I was very sick. Like, that's when I got pregnant with my first child, that's when I started having to take pain medicine. Before then, I didn't care about no pain medicine. I didn't want to be on no pain medicine. I'd rather take me a Tylenol or something and be okay. When I had my first child, that's when they started giving me pain medicine, and I started having to take it. It was like I needed to take it, or I was going to be in the hospital, and I still ended up going to the hospital no matter what I tried at home. But it was very, very difficult. All my leave, well, actually, 2 of them. When I had my first child, I was in labor for 3 days. They was not supposed to let me stay in labor that long, but
Wow.
I had
You
to
hear
see
this?
a doctor that the doctor, he disappeared and never really came back. Like, he didn't even deliver my child. One of the residents delivered her. I think they say he was sleeping at one point in time.
Wow.
And he just never came back. So they had already done told me that after, you know, they induced me. So they was like, well, if that don't work, the next day after it, we're going to go ahead and just take the baby. You have to have a C-section. Some people left me in there for 3 days in pain. They thought I come in and sticking me with different pain medicines that was going to be okay. I could have lost my life with that child, and they didn't care. And I remember asking them, because nobody was in there but my family. And I mean, when the nurse came in, and when the doctor first left, he was just like, I'm just going to leave. Like, he was aggravated because they had gave me, you know, the what is the thing called, epidural, and it made me numb. I couldn't feel anything.
Wow.
So when he, I guess, was trying to get me to see, I wasn't even dilated all over for once. I don't know how I was going to push.
Oh my
He got kind of frustrated and was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to leave. But I don't get mad at me because I can't feel anything to even deliver a child for y'all. So I remember asking the nurse, well, what if the baby fall on the floor? It's like, where's everybody? Nobody's in there with me.
Yeah.
She said, you know, that's what I'm here for. A nurse is not going to deliver my child. Like, but they left, and I remember hearing them at a birthday party. People was in the hall, the nurses was out there singing happy birthday to somebody. He was having a party while I was on the bed,
Suffering.
all the way down, legs up in the air. They left me right on my bed.
That's insane.
Yeah, pause once. Yeah, it's 9:28.
Oh, we've reached the halfway point. Georgia Watch and Georgians for a Healthy Future present Managing Surprise Medical Bills and Accessing Affordable Health Care, a 75-minute workshop to learn about opportunities to access low-cost health care and manage medical bills and debt. 2 times are available at 3:30 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. on Tuesday, August 7th at the Bull Street Public Library in Savannah. For more information or to RSVP, call 912-661-3040 or visit chathamsafetynet.org. And you're back with Brook and Mo Real Talk. We have Deanna Boles in the studio, speaking with us on sickle cell anemia and her experience with it. This is a disease that affects a lot of African Americans, so we just wanted to get some insight. So back to you. So my question is, speaking of kids, we were just talking about your experiences in labor and childbirth. And it's crazy to be suffering that type of pain because all three of us have been there.
Yes.
But not as much pain, obviously, as you. And to just hear people celebrating outside. Well, I have to ask what hospital you're usually admitted to.
Memorial.
Okay, so
Good,
there's
damn,
that.
Not surprised.
Say no more.
Not surprised.
You know what? It's sad because Memorial has such a bad reputation, and it's almost like they don't even care. It's like they go out of their way to maintain that reputation, but oh God, that's just sad.
I had to write a letter to the president because my grandfather, before he had his open heart surgery, he would have to go in and have stents put in his legs, in the veins in his legs because of the diabetes and the high blood pressure. He had a surgery and the transport took so long, they told him he could walk out of the hospital. I'm like, you got a 70-year-old man who just had surgery in his leg, and you're telling him he could walk out of the hospital. I said, oh no, we're done with this. It was like over an hour for transport, but I didn't mind the wait because he shouldn't have been walking in the first place. Oh my God. And I wrote the letter and they're like, oh, we apologize if you felt this way. It was taking transport a little while, so we didn't want you all to have to wait. I'm like, that y'all have completely missed the point. Completely missed the point. They are trash. I don't work for Memorial, so I can talk trash about them.
But sometimes you gotta make lemonade out of those lemons. So with that same energy, I do love Memorial's pediatrics. Okay, they're great.
Yeah.
I think all of their
Pediatric
doctors.
They are.
They're so sweet.
They was very good to me as a child. I did not want to leave.
But it's like when you cross that threshold, that's when it all goes downhill.
Yeah, when you get a certain age, and it's as in being admitted, I love Memorial as in that part. It's not just Memorial. It's not just them. Canada has, to me, more prejudiced people, and they are very crazy to me. I had a doctor who was saying, I really remember the date that I told him I was going to my doctor office. He was like, well, have you been to your doctor? And I was like, yes. And he was like, oh yeah, because you told me he was going July 15th. And I was like, did he really look me up or remember that from the last time he seen me, which was in May?
But it doesn't even matter.
I guess he was wondering why I was there.
Yeah.
And he was trying to figure it out. And they get to the point where they decide to just take it upon themselves, and if they don't want to treat you, they don't have to. If they want to do whatever they want to do to you, they can. No one is there to stop them. Like she said, she wrote Memorial. I have wrote Memorial. I've had meetings with the head people. I actually have a lawsuit against Memorial right now, but Memorial has yet to respond. And I don't think they are going to respond. They didn't apologize. They didn't respond. Canada just crazy. Period.
Well, if you don't mind me digging too deep, and if you're uncomfortable with answering, we can move on. But the lawsuit that's pending against Memorial, what is it in reference to specifically?
I got burned by a heating pad, and I didn't obviously turn it on. The tech turned it on, and when I woke up that morning, I think that's my first day in the hospital, and I woke up the next morning, I woke up like 4 to use the bathroom, and my thigh was itching, and I didn't know what was going on. So when I got ready to reach the touch, you just waking up, so you really not all the way up. So when I got ready to just scratch it, I felt all kind of different things. So I got in the bathroom and I came and got my phone and I started taking pictures because I couldn't see it from how the way where it was at. And I had a bunch of water blisters all over me.
Oh my God.
So, and it was itching real bad. Like it was itching like crazy. And my night nurse that I had, she came in and she was like, oh my God, she apologized so many times. I think she apologized like every day that she had me. And she wrapped it up. The doctor them told me, oh, it'll be okay. It's just a burn.
Oh, a burn that y'all created.
Just a burn. That's fine.
Yeah. So,
Wow. I didn't walk in here with this burn.
Exactly.
so I was like, you know what? I have took crap from people several times, and I have did nothing. I just took it, and I'm not going to keep letting them just feel like it's okay to do whatever they want to do to people, and I don't do anything paid. So I called the lawyer. I guess that's his representative. I don't know who the person was that came to see me, what his job title was. He came and he looked at it. Well, he looked at the pictures and he was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I was like, "Well, are y'all gonna be able to do?" Because I really didn't want to go that route,
Right.
because like I said, I love being admitted there. It's totally different from being admitted in Canada. Canada would send you home without even checking your blood, without asking you, "Are you okay?" They would just, "Oh, okay, you know, you've been here for such and such days, it's time to go." That's my issue with them. So, you know, I didn't really want to go that route, but I felt like nobody cared. Like, nobody, the man who did it, they're not going to send him down here to come say anything. The head, people aren't wanting to come talk to me. Nobody, even another nurse that was trying to help, she went and got the patient relation people. And I didn't tell her because I had already been called, but I guess she felt that they needed to come down and see it. And she didn't do anything at all besides coming in, look, and leave. She didn't go further to, you know, get to the bottom of anything. She was like, so I'm like, okay, well, I gave y'all so many chances to get it right, so many chances to come apologize and fix it. I still have the same mark for me, and y'all don't care. So, okay, it's time for me now to just take it in my way and figure out what the problem is. And it's crazy.
See, I refuse to take no for an answer. So when I'm not getting answers from even the highest level of representatives for that hospital, I'm gonna find out who's over them. You just gotta keep going because someone has to pay. That's unacceptable. How long ago was it when you first took out this lawsuit?
It had been about a year now. And that was when my court lawyer used to say, "Oh, well, they haven't responded yet." So one day, I think a couple months ago, the lawyer called me like, "Well, we're going to send you to another lawyer because she handles those kind of things." I think they were just frustrated that Memorial just didn't respond and wasn't trying to like work with them to find, you know, what they could have done.
Right, a solution. It's crazy that they're not a year and they're still yet to respond. So they're not even. They don't care.
I was about to say, I really don't think they care. So, I
That's
mean, I guess
insane.
they feel like if they don't respond, nothing is never going to happen. And I mean, I guess I thought lawyers do other things, like make them or something. I guess it don't work that way. So, I got to wait on them to the next lawyer to see what they're going to do about the situation. And if they don't do anything, then that's when I'm going to start calling some of everybody over Memorial and
Yeah, like you
over
have to.
town.
You have to do what you have to do.
Because you're not going to just not answer me or
Right.
respond or say anything.
No, I agree.
Y'all didn't even offer me anything to wrap up with it. The nurse that I had tonight was the only person who was like, "Let me wrap it up with something." Other than that, the people didn't even come. The patient relation she didn't even come and say, "Well, we're going to do this." I leave it right out. Just okay, you know, I'm going to talk to such and such. Nobody never did me. And I have learned to I have stopped speaking kind of like up for myself now because I have got kicked out of hospitals and almost been in jail a couple of times. They don't want you to say how you feel. They don't want you to speak up and say, well, this is not going to work. This is not working for me. I don't feel good. They don't want you to say anything. They want you to just kind of be their puppets and they're guinea pigs and let them do whatever they want to do to you. You shouldn't have an opinion on your head.
So you're just supposed to subject yourselves to
whatever they want to do,
to subpar. Oh wow. Okay. So, like I'm disgusted, but so through the years, because you've been dealing with this your whole life. Honestly, I never would have known had you not,
Yeah, I didn't used to talk about it as much. Because, like I said, when I was younger, when we used to be in the I didn't get treated that way. I didn't get sick as much. And now that I'm older and I get treated, like, I be scared to go to the hospital. I don't like going to the hospital. And I definitely don't like going if someone's not going to be there with me. Because if you have someone there with you, they're not going to treat you as bad as they would with just you being there. When it's just you, they know, okay, nobody's there with her. We can do whatever we want to do. It's okay because there's no witness.
that makes a lot of sense because my nervy self was in the hospital every day with my notebook. Like, oh, what is that? Can you spell that for me? Because I don't know that term. I'm gonna go look it up. So maybe that's why he got such good treatment.
Yeah,
because
I always gotta have somebody advocating.
People would get treated like crap. I remember I had called my dad one time. The man told me that there was nothing wrong with me. It was in my head and I was crazy. So I called him. He came up there and he wanted to talk to the doctor who told me that. So he went to the nurse station. He said he didn't act the fool. He went to the nurse station and told him that he wanted to see the doctor and he was going to wait there until the doctor came.
Yeah.
Which I don't feel like that's the problem if you want to wait on the doctor right there. So then I guess they kicked him from in front of the desk. He came in the room with me. 2 minutes later, the security guards coming. And he got kicked out. But I guess he got kicked out because they didn't want him to say anything. Basically. And they told him he couldn't come back the remaining of my stay there. So I guess if he don't come back, they hope nobody else comes back either. So they can continue to
Mistreat you.
Right.
Wow.
And I think they think you're crazy when you catch on with their little games they play. So when you speak up, then all of a sudden, she's something's wrong with this girl. There's nothing wrong. I watch and I pay attention to everything they do. I've been going through this for 27 years, so I kind of can take care of my own stuff and other patients. So you're not going to like tell me anything and think I'm going to just run with it. I'm going to have 80 questions and I want to know why and why y'all doing this, why did y'all do that? And it just kind of wants you to just be real like that. I think that's why they like taking care of people who aren't able to say anything.
Right.
They don't have, they can do that.
I'm anxious to see how this new setup is going to be at Memorial since now they're a for-profit hospital.
With the new company.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous.
Right. I said the same thing.
They're going to start turning people away at the door.
Definitely. I see that happening. Well, no, you can't. There's a certain level of treatment you're entitled to, but no.
It's going to be like the
It's-
movies. Swipe your insurance card first or get out.
Well, Bill Clinton made sure that everyone could get at least the minimum treatment to get back on your feet. We'll see how long that lasts. Because you see Trump playing around with his opioids. Since he's, what is that, his opioid initiative to reduce the drugs circulation. Has that made it more difficult for you to get your medication?
I went one day to pick it up, and the lady was like, "This one medication that it's a pain medicine. They never ask for like authorization." So the lady said, "Oh, yeah, you can't get it today because you need a prior authorization." So I was like, "Huh? I never had to get a prior authorization for this medicine. So why do I have to get one now?" She was like, "Oh, because this is Trump mess he got going on, so that's why we got to do this now."
Yep, jumping through more hoops just to get what you need.
Okay, you know, I'm not gonna say it's not people out here that are abusing it because I have witnessed that firsthand. I have seen people do the most. So it is.
Well, it's
That
those
is
people who
something.
ruin it for
right.
the
But
ones
that's
who
something I
really.
wanted to ask you too, you know, being on these different pain medications and, you know, the stronger stuff as well. How do you manage the medication with making sure you don't become addicted?
Well, I try. One of the medicines they want me to take every day, twice a day, every day, so you won't. It's supposed to prevent the crisis, but I haven't been taking it every day to prevent anything because I feel as if when you start taking those things every day like that, your body tends to get hooked on. So I used to try to take them only when I'm sick, only when I need them, and if that doesn't help me, I know I gotta go to the hospital. I'm not gonna just sit there and just take 8 of them because nothing is working.
Right.
Or whatever. So at that point, I said, okay, as much as I can take for this day, if it ain't working, then okay, yeah, you got to get your behind to the hospital because you're not about to just sit here and take half the whole bottle trying to get yourself.
Let's not do that.
Right.
Shut
So
your
and it's people that do that, and I, like you say, they mess up with them, and they don't realize that they just out here living, basically doing whatever, not caring the outcome of it. So we do have people like that, and they kind of can identify. Some doctors can identify with people who are frequent people and who are only coming for those particular reasons. And then some doctors just think everybody's like that. They put us in, being that reason, are African American. They put us in this box, and they feel like all African Americans are just on drugs because that's what African Americans supposedly do.
And also because they flood our neighborhoods with it.
Right.
Can't be started.
And then, you know, these
Black
songs,
lightning.
yeah, I think
Still haven't
these songs that come out, they feel like, oh yeah, these people, I heard their songs on the radio, and these people are out here. I heard it on the radio. They're out here doing all these different pain medicines. So it's crazy. I was sitting in the doctor's office the other day, and they had like this little new system they got, and some things was popping up on like a little big tablet that they got on the wall. And the tablet said something about last year, or over the last couple of years, people have gotten enough pain medicine for the whole United States to have 36 pain pills. So that is supposed to be the reason, one of the reasons why they are doing this, because I guess they saying the doctors was giving more than they should have been given. So
Giving them to certain people.
I just can't
Right.
believe that we're
About
putting
that.
restrictions on medication. Like,
I mean, I wholeheartedly believe it because I have an aunt who's been addicted to prescription drugs for about 20 years. Like, it's very severe. Before they implemented the nationwide computerized system to track people's prescriptions, like she would pharmacy hop to
can't
get
do
her.
that.
Yeah.
The doctor, you have to sign a pain contract. You have to do background checks. Nothing should be in your system but the medicine. You can't go, like I say, you can't go pharmacy hopping because they will find out.
Yeah.
I remember a doctor checked one day before he gave me my prescription. He said, let me look you up right now.
wow.
He had his computer right there, and he looked me up, and he said, oh, you can get them. So they are checking
Yeah.
because they are losing their jobs.
Right.
So-
It's lawsuits.
I'm
It's
not
a
going to
lawsuit.
lose my job either.
Hello.
And this is my bread and butter, and this is how I got to take care of my family. So, you know, I understand that they have to do that. That's their job. So, you know.
But I think you made a very good point that all he did was take the time to look up your charts, look up your records, because we're talking about 2018. We're in the age of technology where all you have to do is just look up anything that you need to find out about a person and their medical records. You have access to that when you are a certified doctor, nurse, pharmacist. You have access to that. So why people would admit you into the hospital thinking that you're just there because you're crazy is beyond me. When you can look at my charts from birth and see I have been diagnosed with sickle cell anemia since birth.
They think you come near the sit on the beach or something. And that too, they just get high. And I remember I had a situation where I'm a very, very hard sleeper. I've always been like that. And the nurse, I don't know if she was blue or what was she, I don't really know because she was kind of crazy. She came in there and all I kept hearing was, "What did you take? What did you take?" And I'm like, what is she talking about? What did I take? You know, when people first wake up, and they wake up to somebody screaming to the top of their lungs and standing like right there in front of them, I'm sitting there looking like, she was in her mind. I thought she was going crazy. So I finally got all the way up and she was like, "I've been trying to wake you up for the longest, but you're not waking up. What did you take?" So
You ain't you got my charts?
she thought I was in there taking other stuff.
Oh
So
my
I said
God.
I didn't take anything. Like I was asleep. So she left out. Here comes the security and the nurse, the charge nurse with her gloves on. I guess they were about to give me a cavity search or something. I don't know what was going on. The security guard came in there and the nurse said, "Empty your purse."
Wow. Are you kidding me?
Yes, they came. No, yes, no, I'm not kidding you. So I'm like, "Huh?" And she said, and she was like, "We're gonna have to go through your purse." And not thinking, because one of the nurses that seems to like me, she was like, "You didn't have to let them."
Absolutely
go through
not.
this stuff. But at the time, I was just so upset that they was accusing me of doing such a thing to him. They had to make me so mad. I just took the whole person and dumped it out on the bed. And I got medicine for migraines. It's not a narcotic. It's like a Excedrin for migraines.
What you buy over in the pharmacy.
Right, here she go. You still have that after she couldn't find what she was looking for. You still have that in your. That's a pain medicine. You still have that in your
Ma'am, I think
I
you
said,
need to
"This
get
is
out my
not a
face.
narcotic, and that's not gonna make me sleep like this. And why would I take that in here anyway if y'all got me on stuff that's 2 times stronger
Right.
than that migraine medicine?" And she was like, "Okay, well, we're gonna just lock it up."
First of all, everybody keeps medicine in their purse. Like,
I keep sinus medicine in my purse.
matter of fact, I keep Trey's allergy medicine and I keep BC powders. You never know.
It's like I can't keep my headache medicine in my purse. It was
That's insanity.
Yeah.
And here's a question, piggybacking off that. How many formal complaints, because I know you said you've met with people, but sometimes you just need a paper trail. That's what I learned with dealing with Chatham County Jail. So how many formal complaints have you actually filed and known that they reached someone, received feedback of some sort? Because that's important. No, well, not that you got help, but just of what you've been going through.
It's documented.
Yeah, you have to keep a paper trail, especially in these situations.
I probably got like 5 that's actually documented. I only had 2 sit downs from one doctor telling me I was gonna die. See, he was helping me though when we had that sit down. Another doctor telling me he was gonna give me a pill and send me home. Those are the 2 sit downs that I've had. But about 5 situations.
How do you explain telling somebody you're gonna die as helping them?
Yeah, I don't know if I was just that sick because I'm not really.
I mean, I really gotta understand his justification.
I
behind
still
that.
don't understand it to this day. I cried though.
It's just a complete lack of empathy. I mean, that's what
I
it
just
is.
told him that to help her. I guess he was trying to cover himself because he was in the meeting with his boss. So he was trying to figure out what to say to keep his job. And I really think got fired, which that wasn't the plan, but.
Well, you can't tell people that.
Yeah, he felt like he was helping me. I really think he was just telling the same man to keep his job, but.
Being a jerk.
Right.
Yeah, basically, and you got caught up doing it.
Yeah, I don't know if I was just at sick where I started boo crying, but I remember calling my mom and my dad right after me, and my dad got mad, and he was like, "I'm coming out there."
That is valid.
That's the last thing we do not need that to catch another hospital charge
is
from
valid.
top
I
flight.
usually try not to call. He be the last person I usually try to call because he always tends to get kicked out somewhere from there. But I had to call somebody. I just needed to vent, and I don't know. It felt like I was like listening to what he was saying. I think because I was sick at the time, and I just was like, maybe he knows something I don't know. Maybe he just don't want to tell me what my blood work or something came back. And
Well, if that's the case, say that. This, if you are in a professional setting, you are a doctor. If there is something wrong with me, say that. They don't deliver news like that to cancer patients. They just walk in the room like, you know what, you're about to die.
right,
What?
they plan a whole speech to them, and they make sure the speech is very
Exactly.
nice. And with us, they just coming in and act like they've been on the street corners all their life, and they talk to us like we're nobody. We're like animals. So
Well, you know, we were classified as animals for a period of time. What that classification hasn't fallen off in many places, in many minds. Now, I did see briefly a while back, but I haven't seen you promoting that you have a book coming out. Speaking on your experiences.
yeah, I think I told you about this. I started writing it, but I stopped for a minute because I kind of thought that this was like my calling, with going to speak different places, and I'm trying to set myself one is in September. I want to do like a big old bash or something. Even if it's not that big, I want to do something of some sort, something. So I kind of took a back seat on that for a minute, but I'm going to actually get started back with that or whatever, because I'm kind of getting where I want to be. I want it to be like an actual foundation. I want them to get a sickle cell clinic one day in Savannah for, you know, the older people, not just the children, but the children have Bankers Children's Hospital. They work with sickle cell people and they're great. I just want something to be for, you know, us, and they actually want to take care of us. Like,
Well, speaking on, you know, you said you feel it's your calling to speak publicly about sickle cell and bring awareness to it. One area of opportunity for you is there's a new community center opening up.
I saw that.
For East Savannah, hey.
I love it.
So, you know, I'm pretty sure that could be an outlet because I know,
Yeah, they just broke
the ground. Yeah, they just did the groundbreaking like a couple days ago. But yeah, that could be an area you could bring up to officials there to see if maybe you can just host some, what am I thinking, conferences maybe, you know, and just get that awareness out there because it's important, you know. I didn't really know a lot about it until
a lot of people don't, and I think a lot of people feel like if their family members don't have it or they don't know anyone that's sickly, period, that it's okay, they don't need to learn about it because it's not affecting them. But people don't understand that some people don't know that they have sickle cell traits, so they out here making children.
And with somebody else who got the trait.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
Know who you see.
right, you need to know what is going on because you don't want to bring a child in the world and you're not prepared. Right. And you got to be prepared physically, mentally, you got to be prepared for that. Because it's going to be nice, you're going to be up. Some days you're going to be up and you're going to wish you took the time out to really understand it.
Absolutely. Well, what do you? Yeah, as usual, we'll run out of time. What advice would you give to any youth struggling with this disease?
I say stay strong. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. Because there are going to be people that's going to tell you can't do this, you can't do sports, you can't have children. Just don't have them until you get old enough to have them. But it is going to be a lot of people that's going to try to discourage you and make you feel like because you're sick, you just can't do anything. So I say stay strong, keep fighting, do not let the sickness beat you, and, you know, handle it with, what's the word I'm looking
Panache.
for? Right, thank you.
That's one of my favorite words. Panache. All right, so thank you again, Deanna, for being here with us.
Thank y'all.